look at examples of data. When I take the age of members in a family and I collect them together, that is data. When I take the heights of different students in the class, that is data. When I get the number of animals in different homes, that is data. So I think now we are well versed with the word data, and in statistics we are going to use the word data mostly. So what is statistics? Statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with collecting, organizing, and displaying data. So now that we already know the meaning of data, this data is going to help us. So why do we study statistics? We study statistics because of many reasons. We use numbers, and these numbers, we use them in our daily life. So when we are recording data, like we said, data is information or facts collected. When we are recording our data, statistics helps us. So an example here is marks scored by the learners in class. When you look at these marks, we are going to use statistics to look at so many things in these marks. Statistics is going to help us to determine the best student in class. When I have these marks, statistics is going to help me to find the worst or done subject. So we are also going to use statistics to find the average mark scored in a subject. We are also going to use statistics to find students who need help, who have not been performing well. Statistics is going to help us to determine how we can help these students. What else does statistics help us? We have seen that statistics help us in recording marks, and you can determine the best or worst done subject, and so many things. Let's look at what's happening now. For example, we have patients who have tested positive for COVID-19. Statistics is going to help us to get the number of cases per day. We can determine how many people have been infected per day using statistics. Statistics is also going to help us to look at regions with the highest infections. Because you have that data collected, it is going to help you to find the regions with the highest infections. Statistics is also going to help us to find the number of patients who have healed from this COVID-19. It is also going to help us to determine which age bracket has been most affected by COVID-19. So you have seen that statistics is very important. It will also help us to determine the number of patients who are admitted. So that's how statistics helps us in our daily life. Under statistics, we are going to look at new concepts, and among these concepts, we have mode. What is mode? Let's take an example. I hope you're all in your houses trying to be part of this lesson, and I would require you to maybe go to your bedrooms and collect some of the clothes. And among these clothes, let's consider t-shirts, shorts, and dresses. You're going to sort them, organize them, only similar items together. So let us sort. I had my clothes also. I'm going to sort them. So I'm starting to sort. I have my shirts and I've sorted them. Can we all see? I've sorted my shirts. I have my shorts and I have sorted them. I am also going to sort my dresses. So I hope you have your shirts, your shorts, and dresses. So we are going to take a look at the number of each. I have 3 shirts. I have 5 shorts. And I have 6 dresses. So we are going to look at the item with the highest number. You have 3 shirts, 5 shorts, and 6 dresses. Which item has the highest number? I hope we are all able to look at this, that the dresses have the highest number. So we have 6 dresses. So we shall say that our model item here is dresses. Why? Because it has the highest number. So our model item in the house are dresses. Let's take another example. You have utensils in the house. For example, you have spoons, you have cups, you have plates, and forks. So let's organize them. I have my own utensils here, and I'm going to organize them. That is my cupboard, and I'm going to organize my utensils. So let's start. I've organized my cups, as you can see them in my cupboard. I've also organized my spoons. And I have 5 spoons. I'm also going to organize my forks. And I have 7 forks. Let's look at the number of plates. I'm organizing my plates, and I have 10 plates. What does this mean? We are going to arrange our items in form of a table. So when I put my items or my utensils in a table, I will have 5 spoons, I have 7 forks, I have 4 cups, and 10 plates. What are we trying to look at here? We are looking at the household utensil that has the highest number. The household utensil that has the highest number is plates. So plates have the highest number, and that is 10. And what does this mean? It means that our model utensil in the house, or our model item, is a plate, and the mod is 10. So what does mod mean? Mod is what appears most often. So if we have the number of utensils in the house, and you find that the plates have the highest number, then the model utensil is going to be a plate. So I think by now you're well versed with the word mod, and you can tell what mod is. Let's take another example. We are going to look at another example on how to find mod. This time I'll consider the marks. I'll consider marks scored by 11 students in a mathematics test. So we can use these marks to find the mode, or what we call the model mark. The marks are indicated on your screen, and we have 3, 6, 7, 3, 5, 8, 9, 2, 6, 5, 6. How do we find the model mark of these marks? Let's do the example together. We are going to arrange these marks in order of size. What do I mean by order of size? Order of size means that you can start with the lowest mark to the highest, or you can start with the highest mark to the lowest. So let's arrange our marks. If you have marks that repeat themselves, please repeat them as you arrange them. So let's start with the lowest mark. Our lowest mark is 2. So we write it down. We see that 2 appears once, so write it once. We go to the next mark, which is a 3. How many times does the 3 appear? The 3 appears twice. So in arranging, we are going to start with a 2, followed by a 3 twice because it appears 2 times. The next number after a 3 is 5. How many times does 5 appear? It appears once. It appears twice. So we are going to list 5 twice in our data. Let's go to the next number. The next number is 6. How many times does 6 appear in our data? 6 appears twice. Don't list it once. It appears twice, so write 6 2 times. I hope we are following. Let's go to the next number. We are writing our numbers from the lowest to the highest. So after 6, we are going to look at the next number. And the next number is 8. It's 7. So we write 7 once because it appears once in our data. What is the next number from 7 that we have in our marks? We have 8. So our last number is 9. We have arranged our marks in order of size. And in this time, this is called ascending order, from the lowest to the highest. So let's use our marks to find the model mark. How do we find the model mark? We have seen that one student scored 2 marks. 2 students scored 3 marks each. 2 students scored 5 marks each. 3 students scored 6 marks each. 1 student scored 7 marks. 1 student scored 8 marks. And 1 student scored 9 marks. So how do we find our model mark? We are going to arrange our marks in a table, and we shall see the number of students that are many and have the same mark. So from our table, we shall see that 3 is the highest number of students with the same mark, which is 6. So what is our model mark? Our model mark here is 6 because it appears most times. So 6 is our model mark. So I hope by now all of us can be able to determine the mode. If you're given data, we see that the item that appears most is the mode. So we are now well versed with the word mode. Hope all of us can find mode given any data. Let's take another example. We have the marks of 7 students in an English test, and it is marked out of 20. We are required to find the model mark. How do we find the model mark given those marks that are showing on your screen? I said that we arrange our marks in order of size. The order of size can be increasing or decreasing. So increasing means that we start with the lowest mark. Our lowest mark is 12, followed by 13. We are listing 13 twice because in our data we have 2 students that scored 13, followed by 14. We are listing 15 twice because in our data 15 appears twice. Then the next mark is 16. So now when we arrange our work in table form, we shall see that only 1 student scored 12 marks, 2 students scored 13, 1 student scored 14, 2 students scored 15, and 1 student scored 16. So how do we determine the model mark from this? We have the highest number of students with the same mark. We have 2. So in this case, our model mark is not 1. In this case, our model mark is going to be 13 and 15 because they have the highest number of students with the same marks. Therefore, for this example, the model marks are 2. That is 13 and 15. So hope we are all able to find the model mark given any data. So, like I told you at the beginning, that I want you to be part of this lesson. We are going to try out this number when we are at home. You're free to call in, and you're going to use the number. Our studio line is 0752 23 24 25. Since we want you to be part of the lesson, I encourage you to call in. I repeat, our studio line is 0702 23 24 25. Let's call in and give in our submissions. Let's give in our answers to the question which is indicated on your screen. I hope we can all read the question and we are able to answer. So we are waiting for members to call in, and as you're home, remember to wash your hands and stay safe. So I hope you're trying. We are waiting for your submissions on our UBC line, which is 0702 23 24 25. You can also submit your answers, take a picture or a photo, and send it on our WhatsApp number, which is also indicated on the screen with a WhatsApp icon. That is the WhatsApp number. Feel free to share. I wanted you to be part of the lesson. Hope you have learned what mode is, and you can practice using that question. I hope we are practicing. We are working out the number. I expect members to call in and give their answers. Our studio line is indicated on the screen, plus our WhatsApp number. Work out the number on paper or in your notebook. Take a picture or a photo and send it on our WhatsApp line. We shall be able to help you. So we have the marks of 10 students in a mathematics test, which is marked out of 100. So those are the marks. From that data given, you're required to find the highest mark obtained, the least mark obtained, the difference between the marks, the most frequent mark, which is our mode, the number of students who got marks lower than the frequent mark, and the number of students who got marks higher than the frequent mark. So we are waiting for your submissions. As we wait, we shall now go to the next concept. But I hope that most of us have understood and can now explain what mode is. So mode is the most frequent item, or what appears most in our data. It is what we take as the mode. So remember to wash your hands and stay safe. So let's look at another concept. So, in conclusion, you may get no mode if each student scored a different mark. Sometimes you find that there is no mark with the highest frequency, or which appears most. We say there is no mode. So depending on the data given, you can also get one or more than one mode, as we saw from the example. So we can go to our next concept, and that is median. Median, we have looked at mode, so now let's look at median. Take an example. I hope you're all at home. We can get different shoe sizes. And in my own home, I collected different shoe sizes. I collected sizes 6 inches, 5 inches, and 7 inches. Those are my shoes, and I have 6 inches, 5 inches, and 7 inches. So we are going to arrange our shoes in order of size. Like I told you, order of size means starting with the lowest to the highest, or starting with the highest to the lowest. So in this case, we are going to start with the smallest size of shoe that we have. And the smallest size here is 5 inches. followed by 6 inches, followed by 7 inches. Our shoes have been arranged in order of size, starting with the smallest. Remember, we are looking at median. What is median? We see that the middlemost, the middle size, which is the second pair, is size 6. So what do we conclude? That our median shoe size is 6. Why is our median shoe size 6? Because it appears in the middle. We have 3 items, which are shoes, and the one that appears in the middle is our median shoe size. So hope from this example you will get to know what median is. So what is median? Median is the middle number in a sorted ascending or descending order list of numbers. Let's take an example. We are going to have different members of the family, and we are going to take their heights. I know as you are at home, you all don't have same heights. So I have picked different members of the family with different heights. The first one has 152 centimeters. The second one has 160 centimeters. The third member of the family has 151 centimeters. The fourth member of the family has 130 centimeters. And the fifth member of the family has 148 centimeters. How are we going to find the median height in this family? Like we said, we are going to organize or arrange. Statistics deals with organizing and displaying. So we are going to organize our members in order of their heights. We can start with the shortest member of the family. Who is the shortest member of the family? As you can see, we have the shortest member of the family, and we are going to arrange starting with the shortest. So the shortest member of the family here has the smallest height or the least height. So we are arranging according to their heights, starting with the shortest. Let's arrange our members of the family starting with the shortest. So on your screens, you can see that we are trying to arrange our members in order of their heights. So let's arrange together. As you can see, our members follow each other in order of their height, starting with the shortest to the highest. Hope we are all able to see how we are arranging the members of the family. And we have the last one, who is the tallest. So let's sort their heights, and then we determine the member who is in the middle position. I repeat, middle position. So when we are counting from position 1, position 2, position 3. As you can see on your screen, the shortest member of the family has 130 centimeters. The second member of the family has 148 centimeters. The third member of the family has 151 centimeters. The fourth member of the family has 152 centimeters. And the fifth member of the family has 160 centimeters. we have arranged our members of the family starting with the shortest. When we are looking for median, you can also arrange your members starting with the tallest to the shortest. This time, let us start with the tallest. So the tallest is 160 centimeters. She becomes the first. The second is 152 centimeters. The third is 151 centimeters. The fourth is 148 centimeters. And the fifth is 130 centimeters. So learners, you can arrange in increasing order or decreasing order. Now, after arranging, we are going to look at the position that is in the middle. So from either side, which position is in the middle? We can see that the third position is in the middle. Whether you count from the tallest or from the shortest, you'll get the third position in one position like you see on your screen. So, since the middle position is the third position, we are going to look for the median height, and we say that the median height is 151 centimeters. I hope we are all able to look at that. Let's take a note. We have seen that the median position can be obtained by any order, ascending or descending order. Ascending order means starting from the lowest to the highest, and descending order means starting from the highest to the lowest. So most of us who get confused with the word ascending, ascending means starting with the smallest to the highest. Descending means starting from the highest to the lowest. So in the previous example, the middle position remained the same regardless of the order used. So either you can use ascending or descending order. We can see that our median did not change. It remained the third position. So after identifying the third position, we say that the median height is the member in the third position, and we indicate the height of this member. Now, from the previous example, we looked at median where we had an odd number of items. We had 5 members, and we could easily get the middle position. Let's consider median of an even number. This time, we are going to have 6. The last example, we had 5 family members, but now we have 6 family members. As you can see on your screen, we have different age. We have different ages for different members of the family. The first member is 32 years, like it has been shown, and we are going to look at median of these members. We are going to arrange them, like I said, in increasing or decreasing order. Let's arrange our members, starting with the youngest. This time it is age, so we are going to start with the youngest. The family members have been arranged in order of age, starting with the youngest. The youngest member is 4 years, followed by 6 years, followed by 8 years, followed by 9 years, followed by 8 years, and 32 years. I hope we can all see on our screens that the youngest member of the family is 4 years. The second youngest is 6 years. The third youngest is 8 years. The fourth youngest is 9 years. The fifth youngest is 28 years, and we have the oldest member of the family who is 32 years. Members, I've arranged my members in increasing order, or I can say that I have arranged my numbers in ascending order. So those are our members, and they are arranged in increasing order. So you can start counting from the youngest or from the oldest. When we count from the oldest, the member of the family who is 32 years is the first. The member of the family who is 28 years is the second. The member of the family who is 9 years is in the third position. The member of the family who is 8 years is in the fourth position. The member of the family 6 years is in the fifth position. The member of the family who is the youngest is in the sixth position. So depending on the order you have used, you can have our members arranged in that order. So what do we realize here? We realize that the third and the fourth are tying from either side. So we have the third and the fourth positions as our middle positions. So how do we determine the mode using those two middle positions? We have the third and the fourth. How do we get the median height when we have two items or two members in the middle position? We are going to take the average. We are going to add the third and the fourth position, and we pick the edge. So our middle edge this time, which is our median, is going to be, we are going to add the edge of the members in the third position and fourth position. We get the total and we divide by 2. So this time our member in the third position is 8 years. Our member in the fourth position is 9 years. So how do we get the median? We are going to get 8 years plus 9 years, and we divide by 2. So our median is 8.5 years, or we can say 8.5 years. Let's take an example. This time we are going to use numbers. We are going to use numbers, and we are going to look at how to get the median if you're given data. So looking at our example, which is on the screen, we shall arrange our numbers in increasing or decreasing order. I said increasing order means starting with the lowest to the highest. A decreasing order, we start with the highest to the lowest. So members, as you can see, we have arranged our numbers starting with the lowest to the highest. Please, if a number repeats itself, even when you're arranging, repeat it. From the example, we see that 2 appears 3 times, write it 3 times. 3 appears 2 times, write it. 6 appears 1 time, so write it once. So from the numbers given on the screen, our numbers have been arranged in order of size. So we are going to determine median using the numbers that we have, which we call data. That is the data that we have. So how do we get median? So from either side, you have the first position. Again, from either side, we shall have the second position. From different sides, the second position is 2, and from the highest side, the second position is 9. We got the third and fourth position, as you can see on the screen. From either side, the 7 is in the fourth position. Again, the 7 is in the 6th position. From the lowest side, the 3 is in the 5th position. The 4 is in the 6th position. And from that, we can look at the middle position, which is 8. Whether you count from the lowest or from the highest, where they tie is in the 8th position. In the 8th position, we have a 4. So those numbers given were sweets being distributed. We see that in our 8th position, we have 4. Therefore, our median is 4 sweets, as we can see. Let's take another example. This time, we have another example, and we are also going to determine the median. Like I said, we arrange our numbers in order starting with the lowest. Or you can arrange the numbers starting with the highest. So our numbers have been arranged in increasing size. So what do? We are going to identify the number in the middle as the median. So from either side, we shall determine the positions. So you can use increasing or decreasing order. So we start. Our first position is 1. Our next number is 2, which is in the second position. Our next number is 3, which is in the third position. Counting from either side, 8 is in the third position from the highest. 7 is in the fourth position from the highest. 3 is in the fourth position from the lowest. 4 is in the 5th position from the lowest. 6 is in the 6th position from the highest. So from this example, we see that our middlemost, the numbers which are in the middle, are 4 and 5. 4 and 5 tie the 7th position from either side. So how do we determine our median using our 4 and 5? So the two numbers 4 and 5 are in the middle of our data. We are going to use 4 and 5 to get our median. So what do we do to get median? We get the sum of 4 and 5, and we divide by 2. The sum of 4 and 5 is a 9. Divide by 2, we get 4.5. So our median number of suites is 4.5 suites. So we have received WhatsApp messages, and one of our learners is requesting us to send some questions on today's topic. So as we conclude on every concept, we are giving some numbers or some exercise to try. So I will advise the learner to follow what we are teaching, and then you can practice the questions that will be put on the screen. So after, we shall share the questions that we have, and I request learners, since you're part of this lesson, practice and send us your solutions. Odong Josephat from Chinoni, thank you for being part of the lesson. The lesson is still going on. Please follow and practice the exercise or the activity that we are going to give at each and every end of a concept. So the questions are going to be provided on your screen, and I hope you're going to practice them. Thank you so much. So we continue. Members, let the WhatsApp messages keep coming in. We are sharing our WhatsApp number on the screen. We are also sharing our studio line. You can call in, ask anything you do not understand, and we are here to help you. Our studio line is 0702 23 2425 as indicated on the screen. Our WhatsApp number is 0778 907777 with the WhatsApp icon on the screen. So feel free to share, call in, and give us your answers to the questions that have been provided. So let's continue with our lesson. We've been looking at median, and in summary, what is median? Median is the middle number of a given set of data. And to find this middle number, what do you have to do? You have to arrange your numbers in order, either from lowest to highest, or from highest to the lowest. Members, remember that we said that we are going to look at median of ungrouped data. So with ungrouped data, you're required to arrange your data the way it is given to you. So here's a question for you. I believe we are all looking at the screen provided. Let's try out the numbers. We can call in using the studio line, or we can WhatsApp using the WhatsApp number indicated on the screen with a WhatsApp icon. So let's practice these two numbers so that we can determine the median. So one member has shared a photo on WhatsApp, and we are going to look at his submission. So he has calculated median. The picture is faint. We cannot read properly. Make sure you take a clear photo and you send it to us on our WhatsApp line, which is provided on the screen. We also have a studio line. You can call in and give in your answers. Our studio line is 0752 or 0702 232425. Our WhatsApp number is 0778 907777. Feel free to call in.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning, madam.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you for speaking.
You're welcome.
So I just want to know,
Yes.
if you said 4.5, that one it means that 4.5, according to what you have been speaking.
Speak loudly, I can't get you.
Eh?
Speak loudly.
Senior 2.
Yes.
Hmm?
Ask again, I can't get you well.
One.
Turn off whatever is in the background and speak to us. Yes, please. I've lost that caller, but feel free to call in on our studio line 0752 23 2425. You can also WhatsApp on 0778 907777. Yes, I'm looking at Rachel's work. Rachel, thank you so much for trying. Rachel is trying to look for median. Yes, hello? Hello? I cannot hear the caller. The call is dropping. But one member, Rachel, has sent her work on WhatsApp, and she's trying to calculate a median. The pictures are faint, but I'll try to look through that work and give you the solutions, or I mark and tell you what is right and wrong. Thank you so much. Let's continue with our lesson. We were concluding with median, and we are going to look at another concept. So you're still provided with the questions. Copy them down, try them out in your free time, and share your solutions with us. Try those two questions on the screen, and then share the solutions with us. The members that have called in, I cannot hear you well. Try to be audible when you call, speak loudly, and make sure you turn off any other sound in the background. So that is our studio line provided on the screen. You can WhatsApp your solutions in form of a photo, or you can call the studio line 0702 23 24 25. We have a caller. Hello? Sorry, the caller has gone off. Hope you're trying the numbers that are provided on your screen, and you can be able to calculate the median of ungrouped data. So hope All of you have copied the questions and you're going to try them out. Share with us your solutions on our studio line, which is indicated on the screen, and our WhatsApp number with the WhatsApp icon also indicated on the screen. Thanks to the learners who have shared their photos on WhatsApp. We shall mark that work and send the solutions to you. And thanks for enjoying the class. So we have finished looking at median, and we are going to look at our last concept in statistics. And like I said, we are only looking at ungrouped data. Odong Josephat from Chinoni, yes, thanks for studying with us. Thanks for being part of the lesson. Yes, Rachel, I'll take a look at your work and I'll get back to you. Thanks for sharing. So let's look at another concept. We have looked at mode, we have looked at median, and all these are under statistics. And basically, we are looking at ungrouped data. So, hope we are able to explain what mode is. We are able to explain what median is, and we are able to find mode and median of ungrouped data. Our next concept is supposed to be mean, and when we meet again, we are going to look at mean of ungrouped data. So let's look at mean. Take an example of 20 sweets being distributed among 5 children in some family. How do we distribute 20 sweets among 5 children in some family? Hello? 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 Yes, I'm hearing you. Hello? Yes, hello? Hello, hello, caller. Yes, good morning. How are you?
Morning, madam.
Good morning, good morning. Go on, please.
Yes. Madam. Hello, madam. I'm called Lexi from Center. I'm good.
Yes, yes.
Madam, my question was, there's an example you gave, the media, and you divided, then you get 4.6. You don't round off, just given it like the way it is.
Thank you so much for that submission. The learner is asking that if you get median and you get 4.5, can't you round off? Learners, I would suggest that if you get 4.5, leave it as 4.5. Don't round off to make it 5 or 4. The answer remains 4.5, which can also be written as 4.5. Thank you so much. Let's continue with our lesson. We are now going to look at another concept, which is mean. So I said, take an example of 20 sweets being distributed among 5 children. Let's distribute the 20 sweets. When we distribute 20 sweets among 5 children, we are distributing, and we shall look at how many sweets each child gets. So from our diagram, we can see that each child got 5 sweets. What does this indicate? it indicates that 5 sweets have been taken by each child. They have shared equally. So the average number of sweets, which we call mean, is 5 sweets. So mean is the same as average, and the average number of sweets is 5. Let's take another example. The example is shared on your screen. Sarah, Alice, and John went to collect mangoes from the garden. Sarah collected 10 mangoes, as we can see. Alice collected 6 mangoes, as shown on your screen, and John collected 9 mangoes. So if these mangoes are to be shared equally among 5 members of the family, as we shall see, the 5 members of the family are Sarah, Alice, John, father, and mother. Let's distribute these mangoes to these family members. We can distribute the mangoes together. So what do we see here? We have shared 5 mangoes equally among the 5 members of the family. So how did we get the 5 mangoes? We got the total number of mangoes and we divided by the total number of members, who are 5, to get mean. So I hope we are able to find mean. When you have the number of items, get the total number of items and get the total number of the members you're going to share these items. So we get the total number of items divided by the total number of members. So let's end our lesson here. By the time I come back, we shall look at mean and the frequency table. Thank you so much. Stay safe and make sure you wash your hands. Bye-bye.